Hello, me lovelies. We're finally back with another vlog. I hope you can hear me alright, because I'm wearing GoPro on my head. Oh, this is different. So, I've not come out of this part of the port for a long time. Oh, actually, do you know what it is? It's because I'm on the top deck. How stupid am I? It's because I'm on the top deck. I'm not, honestly, I can't remember the last time I went on the top deck on a ferry. And I've just come off there and everything looks different. So we're off to Sicily. We're off to Sicily. And do you know what? I actually started the recording earlier, and I've just scrapped it and started again because the stress took over me earlier. It was honestly, we've had a right palaver this morning. I'll put it this way: when I say we've had a palaver this morning, right? It's now 8:20 in the evening, and we're only just getting off the ferry in Calais. And I was in Ashford truck stop last night, so that I can maximise my hours today. And I've already used nearly 8 hours of my spread already. So I just thought I'll put the GoPro on my head just for a little bit of a different change of view, if you know what I mean. So there's 13 of us, there's 13 lorries, right, off to Sicily, and we've got one carnet between us. And the absolute palaver we've had this morning with the paperwork and whatnot, oh my god. He looks like he's in a rush. I'm going to let him go because he's got his blues and twos on. So I'm off to Sicily, and well, I've talked about this before on vlogs, and I've said that I really want to go down, like right down into the south of Italy, you know, right down the south. And Sicily, brilliant. You don't really get any further south. And lo and behold, we're actually sailing out of Genoa. How disappointing! How disappointing is that? But it could be worse. It's still Sicily, and I'm still going to Italy, which is by far and away one of my favourite countries to drive in. So I do apologise that it's been a long time since I've been vlogging. I completely lost my way with it last year, to be honest. I filmed all of that tour that I was doing last summer, the festival tour, and then put all the files into separate folders and everything, so that when it came to editing it, I could just go into the folder and get the files out, and everything was right where I needed it to be. And I went to edit, I think I got like 3 parts in, and then I went into my laptop, or I went into the hard drive on my laptop to edit one part of the vlog, and for some reason the footage had got mixed up and some of it was missing, and at that point I completely lost my way. And if I'm honest, I've been so busy. The last 12 months has been as busy as I've ever been here, and I'm certainly not complaining because I've made some good money over the last year. I've honestly pretty much not stopped working, but obviously the price to pay for that is that I've not really had even time to think about vlogging. So we're just on our way into the customs now, which is this little area on the right hand side here. We'll get our import done, and then I am off down the road, and I'm going to make it as far as I can. I'm going to run all of my time out today. I'm going to run a full 15 hours out, and I'm not going to get to do a full 10-hour drive because of the amount of time that we've spent faffing around this morning, which is time coming off my spread over time, my working time, and not off my driving time, unfortunately. But it's not too bad. We're actually getting on the ferry at Genoa on Monday evening. It's now Thursday evening, and we've got permits to run Friday, tomorrow, because tomorrow is Bastille Day in France, so it's a public holiday, but we've got permits to run that. We've got permits to run Italy, so I should be there. Do you know what? Ideally, realistically, I could be down in Genoa tomorrow night. Well, probably early hours Friday, but we'll play that by ear. Let's get the customs done here. See what palaver we're gonna have in here, and then I'll talk to you when I get back out on the road. So that's our customs done. We're imported, and we are away, and there's 3 of us running in the convoy at the minute. I don't know if we'll all stay together or what, but there's 3 of us, and the guys who came out of Ashford this morning, or around lunchtime, and the rest of them came from the yard. They didn't leave the yard until, well, sorry, they left the yard at like must have started the cards at about 6:30 this morning, and it's now 7:45 PM UK time. So them guys have got like 2 hours on their cards on a 15-hour spread at best, whereas I've got 7 hours, so I should be able to get 6 hours driving done, or 6 1/4 if I want to cut it really fine. Obviously I won't. So I've no idea where I'm even going to get to tonight. I guess 6 hours will put me somewhere around somewhere between Troyes and Langres, at a guess. So I've got some news to share anyway. I've got some news to share with you, and I'm leaving KB. It's the end of the road for me for now, and basically I'm going to live in Southeast Asia. I'm going to Thailand. I finished this job, so it's now, I think I told you already, it's the 13th of July today, and I tipped the returns for this job round about the 15th, 14th, 15th, and then I'm done, I'm finished, and I'm going away on the 31st of August, and I don't plan on returning until April next year. So yeah, I just need some time away from the trucks and time away from work, and just some time for myself really. I've committed a lot of my social time over the years to this job. It's been just over 12 years now since I've been here, and don't get me wrong, I've enjoyed every minute of it, or I've enjoyed 58 minutes out of the hour. I've enjoyed most of it, but yeah, it's time just to get away from the trucks for a little bit, and you know, just have some me time. And you know, I've committed a lot of social time. I've missed a lot of like my friends and family's events, and you know, social gatherings and things like that, because of the fact that I've committed so much to the job. And doing this kind of work, it's very, very difficult to say, you know, when I am and when I'm not going to be home. So there's been many a time when I've missed out on events and social occasions, but I've enjoyed what I've done, don't get me wrong, and I wouldn't swap the last 12 years for many other careers. There's not anything else really. I've been very, very fortunate. I've done a lot with this job. I've been to a lot of places, I've seen a lot of things, I've done a lot of stuff, and you know, I'm very, very grateful for everything that's been given to me over the last 12 years. But right now, while I've got the opportunity as well, because you know, for those of you who don't know, I'm single, I don't have any children, I don't have any commitments at home. So while I'm in this position and while I've got the opportunity to do that, it's time for me to take it. And I don't want to look back in a few years' time and, you know, think, oh, you know, I wish I'd done that. You know, when I was younger, I always wished, like when we was going on the 18 to 30s lads holidays and stuff like that, when I was younger, 21, 22, 23, I always wished that I'd gone and worked abroad for a summer in, like, you know, your Magalovs or your Zantis and your Malias and places like that. And I did them all, you know, with the lads. We went to all them places, but I always wish that I'd gone and done a summer somewhere. And like, now's one of them times where I've got the opportunity to go and do something like that. Not, to be honest with you, I don't plan on working. I mean, I won't be going there to work. I'm just going to basically take, you know, a holiday for a few months. But while I've got the opportunity to do that, it's time for me to take it. And you know, I don't want to be in the same situation or a similar situation that I am now and look back on that and think, you know, I wish I'd done that when I had the opportunity. So while I'm in this situation, I'm going to make the most of it. So I'm leaving at the end of August, and I don't plan on returning to the UK until next April, to be honest. April 2024 is when I plan on returning to the UK. So I'll probably come home for like Christmas. Like I said, I'm leaving on the 31st of August. I'm actually going to Las Vegas. Those of you who don't know, those of you who don't know me, if you do know me, you will probably already know, but I've got a wild obsession with Vegas. I absolutely love the place. I've been 9 times. So this is going to be my 10th trip to Las Vegas. But I'm heading there on the 31st of August. We're there for Labor Day weekend, which is like one of their busiest weekends of the year. Absolutely amazing time to be there. Like probably the best weekend that you could, if you're into the party scene and you don't mind it being busy. A lot of people who go to Vegas prefer it to be quiet. I'm in some social groups, like on social media, and there's a lot of people who prefer to go to Las Vegas in the week when it's actually quieter. Me, I still like the party kind of scene, and I prefer to be there at the weekends when it's busier. So yeah, we're there over the busiest weekend of the year, and then I'm heading off to we're heading straight off to Bangkok. From there we're flying to Bangkok on the 6th of September. So not long to go, less than 2 months, and I'm ready. I'm so ready for it. I'm really, really looking forward to it. So that's that. So I'm also interested to know what you think, what your opinions are. I'm thinking about vlogging the trip, my life in Southeast Asia, because I'm not just going to be in Thailand all the time. We're renting a place in Thailand. I'm going with me and one friend. So there's 2 of us going, but we're renting a place in on Koh Samui, which is one of the islands off the mainland, and we're going to rent a place there, but we're also going to be traveling to a lot of different countries throughout Southeast Asia, like your Philippines, Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, Indonesia, more than likely. So I'm thinking about vlogging the trip, or like not obviously every day, you know, because we're going to be there for a long time, but you know, maybe like a weekly update or like a bi-weekly update or something. But I fancy doing something different to just being in the truck all the time. And I know a lot of you have had comments saying, you know, we want to see more of what you do outside the truck and not just the driving part. So yeah, I'm thinking about vlogging it, or like I said, just doing like maybe like a vlog every other week or once a week or something, you know, of what I'm up to and how my life is in Southeast Asia. So what do you think? Would you be interested in watching it? If you are, let me know in the comments, or let me know your thoughts on that. If it's not something that garners a lot of attention, maybe I'll set up a different channel for it, or if some of you are interested in watching it, then maybe I'll just continue to vlog on this channel. But it's something that I'm quite interested in doing. It's such a beautiful place, and I'm interested in sharing that with other people as well. So let me know about that in the comments, what you think. Should I vlog my trip to Southeast Asia or not? So we're just coming down towards Langra now. I'm going to try these next services here because we've got like 45 minutes left on a 15-hour spread, and I think I mentioned earlier it's Bastille Day today. It's now like 3 o'clock in the morning French time. It's Bastille Day today, which is a public holiday, which means all trucks off the road unless you've got a permit or refrigerated trucks. So these parking areas are rammed mostly, and this is a huge parking area, so we should get a space in here, but if not, then the 45 minutes will give us a little bit of extra time, obviously, to go and find somewhere else to park, hopefully. So it's just a case of having 9 hours off and then cracking on as soon as we can tomorrow. But I mean, as you can see here, look, this is the oh, actually no, that is parking now. I was going to say I thought that was the I thought this was the entrance to the petrol station. I expect it to be slim pickings in here though. Realistically, we can always, if we can't find an actual bay to pull into, we can always come around and park across the back of these trucks here, like everybody else does. There's a bay there on my right. Actually, this is looking alright, all things considered. There's a space there, right between two fridges. I'll be damned if I'm going in there. No, sir. There's another one there, again right in between two fridges. That one there is on my left is a little bit tight. There's another fridge there. It's just like, what the hell? There's fridges everywhere. Not that I mind, but if I've got the choice, I think if I go down here I can actually come back round on myself at some point. if I can't find any spaces further down. Oh, there's loads of room down here. Look at this. There is loads of room here. Somewhat surprising, actually. Happy days indeed. And that's going to do us for 9, and we go again tomorrow. And we are off. Look at this, look at the amount of cars and people wandering around here. It's not a designated lorry park as such, but you can tell it's a holiday, can't you? This is crazy. Yeah, move off the road then. Jesus. So we're wondering how long it's going to be before we get a tug off the law or the authorities. We have obviously got permits to run today, so we're all squeaky clean and that. So yeah, we parked in longer last night. Just the motorway services. We only had 9 hours off, and we're heading to a place down on the Riviera, hopefully, called Savona. 436 miles from here. Should be a nice drive today down through the Alps, down for the French Italian Alps, through the Frejus tunnel, which I haven't used for a long time. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a full day's drive, but a nice drive. It's now 12:30, so it's going to be late tonight. By the time we get parked up, we're going to be looking at somewhere in the region of 10 o'clock tonight. So we might have a bit of a game parking up tonight, but then again I thought that last night and you saw how many spaces there were in there, so who knows. Without further ado, let's make some tracks. So we're just going to be taking our first 45-minute break shortly, or hopefully the only 45-minute break, because I think we should be able to get to where we want to go without having to stop again for another break. So we've done like 4 hours 10 minutes driving right now, and we've got about 225 miles done. We just got past Chambéry, heading right into the Alps now, and you can really see the scenery starting to change. Not sure how well the camera will pick that up in the background, but you can really see the mountains starting to appear now. just approaching the Fraser's tunnel now, and I forget how beautiful it is down here. It's not very often I come this way. I take the Mont Blanc more often than not. But it must be, it's got to be 5 years I think since I came down here. Probably my first vlog that really actually got me some attention, which was when I came down to Italy with the 7 drops, and I came down here, and that was 2018, and I think that's the last time I came down here actually. It's been a while. So we've actually got a pre-booking. We've actually got a pre-booking for this tunnel. So I guess we'll just go to the booth and give them the email. Plenty of police here. This is actually the first time that I've seen anybody. I think I've had one police car pass me earlier. Yeah, he's interested, look. If he does stop me, I'll stop the filming just because I don't want to get in trouble. He's probably going to ask for the CMR and some other bits and bobs. But that was painless. You know what? They were actually all right. They just asked to see the CMR, and he said, "What you carrying? What's it for?" And I told him, obviously. But they were actually really friendly. But obviously they didn't say anything about us running the ban. I don't know whether that's their business or what. That's the douane, which I think are like the more like customs control, whereas like your gendarmerie are more like the enforcement side of things, like your actual vehicle enforcement kind of thing. So they didn't say anything. But yeah, I'm just coming up here. I've literally seen one gendarmerie car in the whole day, and he didn't bother us. He didn't even bat an eyelid. Just drove straight past and carried on into the distance. So it's been all right. It's been a good run so far. Looking forward to the rest of the day. It's 6:40 p.m. I'm going to get through the Fraser's tunnel and stop on the other side and get the obligatory photo, as I always do, and just press on, get this last bit of the drive done, and get down to Savona. Hopefully we can find somewhere to park down there, or hopefully we can get parked in the place where we're planning to park. Here we are then, just coming down into Savona now. hopefully we'll be able to get a space in this services that we're looking for. If not, then we just have to move on, but ideally we'd like to stop here for, well, we're here till Monday night. I can't remember if well, Monday afternoon at some point. I can't remember if I mentioned earlier or not, but we sail out of Genoa on Monday evening, Monday night. So it's now 10 o'clock local on Friday, and we'll be here probably until Monday afternoon. So we've got a nice couple of days off, and it's close by to the beach and close enough to walk into the town and whatnot. I was surprised coming down through France today, with it being a public holiday. I was surprised like how empty a lot of the service stations were. I mean, you saw when I went into that place last night, there was loads of room. Or this morning or whatever it was, there was loads of room in there. I couldn't believe it. I hope that's not the queue for the services there, well, not a queue, but it looks like it is. You know, there is trucks everywhere over there. Oh my god, I don't think we'll be getting in there if that's the case. Wow. Trucks parked all over the slip road and all sorts. Yeah, it looks really, really busy from here. We might have to have 45 minutes and move on. Oh wow. Oh wow, wow, wow. Yeah, I think this one's a no-go. It's not looking good. It is not looking good. There is a space there if needs be in between these two trucks here. It's not ideal on the slip road, but space is a space at this point. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's no point in going down there. I know there's not going to be any room down there. No chance. Absolutely no chance. look, I mean, look at this. They've double parked here. Oh, you don't want to come down here, man. You do not want to come down here, surely. This is absolutely mental. So I'm gonna have to go around and park on that in that gap on the slip road, unfortunately. Look at the state of these lot. What's going off here? Look, it's a pants party. Look like they're about to start a fight. Actually, these two, look, the arms are waving. So it looks like we're going to be spending a night on the slip roads of Italy. You know what's going to happen here as well now. I'll go back round there and someone will have taken that space. There are like other ropey little spaces really that I could potentially get into. No, surely he's not parked here, look. Jesus, this is mental, honestly, absolutely mental. So what I'll do is, if I can get in there still, I'll just leave it there for till the morning, and then move it back into the lorry park tomorrow. Would not surprise me at all if somebody's taken this space already, you know. I think they have. It wasn't that one there, was it? Or was it? So we've got it in here in the end. It's not ideal. It's not ideal really, because I know what will happen as well, right? All these that will disappear first thing in the morning. There's trucks still trying to come in here now. There's trucks still trying to come into the services now and park up. You've got no chance. You've got no chance. It's absolutely crazy in here. I know what will happen. These lot will disappear off first thing in the morning, right? And I'll get up and I'll just be like the only truck parked out here on my own, and knowing my luck, the coppers will come along at about 6 o'clock in the morning and knock me up or something like that and say, why are you parked here? Or you parked in it, you know, you got to move, you parked somewhere dangerous. But what I'll just, yeah, what I'll do is tomorrow when it's a little bit more empty, which I would think it will be, then I'm just going to move it into the services and get it in a proper space, and then I know it's safe for the weekend. Then obviously I can't stay out here for like 3 days. That's just ridiculous. So we'll try again tomorrow and see what happens. Right, it's now the next day. I'm just gonna walk inside and get myself a coffee and a brioche. This is where I parked last night. Not really ideal. I just spoke to. Let me just turn the camera around. I just spoke to our other driver, Ant, who managed to get in here last night somehow. Just to say to him, is there any more room inside there yet? He said it's even worse. I said it can't be. He said it is, trust me. This is just, I'll tell you what I might actually do later on. I might actually put the drone up, you know, so I can get some aerial shots of this place just so you can see what it's like from a better perspective. I mean, I'll turn the camera around again so you can see what's going on in. So this is just walking in off the slip road now, obviously. There's a slip road, I'm around the corner there, behind Torello. As soon as you come in, it's just like, hello? Look at this. Look at these lot here. This is crazy. Look at it. How's this guy going to get out of here, look? How's he going to get out of there? Crazy. I mean, there's people, all them bays there. There's a guy parked, this guy here, this guy in the red. There's a guy parked across the front of him, and a guy parked across the back. All down here. I mean, obviously all these bays are full, and there's people parked across all the back of them, and complete madness. Like even here, bays are full. There's people parked across the front of the bays. Look, you'd never get out of there, would you, if you needed to? Yeah, I guess a lot of these guys are here for the weekend now. But the problem is, because I'm here till Monday, I mean, I could have popped across the front of people if they're here for the weekend, but I'm here till Monday afternoon. They'll no doubt be going. Some of them Sunday night, some of them Monday morning. See, we actually got another one of our 18 tonners turned up in here last night, but he managed to get in there because it's a short bay. You see, like, obviously the Arctic bays come all the way to the back here, and he's managed to squeeze in there. Lucky stuff. I have seen things like this before, but excuse me, it's been a while. I mean, I hope you're not coming to pick that trailer up anytime soon. Look. Oh my god, if you came in here and came down there, you'd never get round that corner there with them parked like that. No way. Absolutely no way. God, I have never. Gonna see what the showers are like, I guess. If the clientele's anything to go by, it might not be in the best of orders. Petrol station. Just to have a quick walk over here. We see the petrol station. See, there was actually that space there last night where this Trans Dynasty's parked. That space was there last night. I could have parked it there, really. I didn't really think about it. There's one of ours over there. How he's got in there, I do not know, because that space definitely wasn't there when I turned up. That definitely wasn't there. No way. Because I would have gone there myself. Here's the petrol station. Look. Wow. 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 Right, we're off ski again. It's now Monday afternoon, and I've spent my weekend on the slip road. So actually, just nobody went anywhere all weekend. They were all there still till last night. So I woke up like 7 o'clock this morning and they'd started disappearing, a lot of them. So I just moved into the lorry park because I got up this morning and the trucks behind me had gone, the trucks in front of me has gone. I was literally the only truck out there still on the slip road. A lot of the lorry park had emptied out, so I just came into the truck park here, parked up again, and just been in there 5.5 hours. So I've just topped up with some diesel and we're now on our way around to Genoa. So I need to get AdBlue pretty desperately, actually. So I'm down to like 15% AdBlue now. Ain't that surprising? You telling me the police don't have a tag for the tolls? Or I'd be surprised if they even pay them, to be honest. But you telling me they can't just go straight through the toll booth like that? That's crazy. I hope he's not going to come after me now. Oh, he is as well. Well, he's coming behind me. Imagine that. Imagine that. I've run the bands all the way down here. Not literally, obviously I've had permits, but imagine if I've run through the bands all the way down here and not seen a single soul, and then I get pulled the minute I come out of the services. Just be about my luck. Problem is, as soon as you see right-hand drive, it's a red flag to him. I might have to take this GoPro off my head, because if they do, well, if they pass me in a minute, they're going to be wondering what the bloody hell's going off. Yeah, I'm gonna. Do you know what? I'm just gonna cut it now. I'm gonna cut this now, and I'll come back to you. We'll see what happens with these coppers. copper's back out again, look, and he's pulled in now behind the truck in front of me. I'm not actually driving with him, you know, but they just happened to come out at the same time as me. But now he's slowing right down, look. I don't know if he's interested in them or me. I think the GoPro's gonna have to come off again in a minute. See, Matt in front has got no lights on. You're supposed to have lights on at all times in Italy, even in the daytime, and I can't even tell him. Can't even get hold of him to tell him. He's really slowing down, look, he's... Here's the service station. I'm coming up. Do you know what? I think I'm going to nip in there. Actually, I'll see if the police go in there or not. If they carry on, I'm going in there. If they go in there, I'm carrying on. There's not, honestly, as stupid as it sounds, like, I've done absolutely nothing wrong and I'm all legit and clean and everything, but I just can't be dealing with them trying to find a reason to take money off me. Because I feel like that's what it's like out here sometimes. Copper's going in the services. Oh God, what is going on? In fact, you know what, I don't think I'll be taking the lorry in there anyway. It is tiny, tiny, tiny. Wow, yeah, good job. And now he's coming out behind me again. Oh my God, leave me alone, leave me alone, seriously. Right, camera's coming off now, because if they pull me up and I've got this on me head, not only am I going to look at Wally, they're probably going to wonder what on earth I'm doing, so we'll speak to you in a bit. I'll let you know what happens with the police as well. Guys, guys, the police, honestly, guy just ran a fine-tooth comb over me there. And you know what, right? I just got away with my wallet intact. But it's like I said, you know, earlier, I've not done anything wrong. I know I haven't. But it's just like, he literally ran a fine-tooth comb over me. So, I've had to, you know what? I've had to move the GoPro off my head as well, because the battery's almost done for, and obviously I can't charge it while it's up there. It's just a shame, really, because I'd like to have given that POV from, you know, coming into here. I know we've done this before. I've done this bit on video before on a windscreen mount, but sorry, it is what it is. So yeah, go back to that. So yeah, they pulled me up. Obviously he came out, I think you saw he came out the garage behind me, and at that point I knew it was inevitable. And so he pulled me off the motorway to down to a péage, and we come round a roundabout, come back to the péage on the other side towards, as if we're going to go back on the motorway, and he pulled me over there. And the guys ran a fine-tooth comb over me, man, honestly. Like, so he comes to the passenger side, and he was quite rude, actually. I'm going to put that down to the fact that English isn't the first language, because he was kind of rude. He came to the passenger side and he's like, oh, permit to drive. And I'm like, it's not holiday today, is it? I'm thinking, it's not holiday, I know it's not. But anyway, I showed him the permit. He's like, no, permit. So I'm like, oh, he must mean the driver's license. So I showed him the driver's license, and then he's like, this Irish truck. And I'm like, okay, yeah. So I showed him my Irish CPC. Obviously I've got an Irish CPC to drive this lorry. And so he's looking at he looks at that, he's like, oh yeah, it's okay, that's okay then, no problem. And truck document. So I guess the folder out, and I've got all my truck documents in there, everything. He's looking through the folder and he's fishing out bits that he wants to look at, like the actual V5. Well, it's not a V5 as such because it's Irish, but your logbook, if you like, and green card, like your international insurance certificate. And he's looking through all of this. Document remorque. We had see, obviously remorque is your trailer, so he means trailer documents. So I shows him the trailer documents, and obviously everything's there that needs to be. And then he says, what did he say then? What did he want then? CMR. So I showed him the CMR. So he's looking at the CMR. Everything's all right. Everything's as it should be, obviously. And then he goes into the tacho, right? And I'm thinking, do you know what, right? I'll hold my hands up. I know that I've dropped a couple of little clangers, and one of them more stupid than the other, but I know that. And I hold my hands up. I completely forgot, right? When I got off the ferry in Calais, I forgot to press my begin country. First time that I've done it. First time that I've just completely forgot to do it, but I forgot to go begin country France, and it's something really stupid, but if they really wanted to, you know, they could be arsey about it. So I thought he might pick up on that, but he didn't. Anyway, he didn't pick up on that. And the other thing was, I've got a couple of overspeeds from when I was in the UK, right? And again, I hold my hands up. I didn't mean to do it. It's easier than you'd imagine, you know. It's just one of them. I just didn't realise. I didn't even realise. You know, when you're doing like 92 or something like that down a really slight incline, and I didn't notice that it had rolled over 90, and eventually it flashed up with an overspeed, and I thought, oh, for God's sake. But it happens, and I'm thinking he's going to pick up on these, right? So he goes in. In fact, oh yeah, he says print out. He wanted a print out from today. So I'm thinking, well, I know, like, you can print out all you want. I know that. In terms of like my driving and everything like that, everything's absolutely fine. My driving and my brakes and my rests and blah blah blah. I know everything's fine, but I'm thinking he's going to pick up on them on them overspeeds, right? So he goes into the tacho, and he actually came and stood right next to the driver's seat there, and like he's got his gun. He's got his gun right in his holster on his right hand side, like by his right hand pocket, and he's standing like right next to me, and he's leaning over me, and like the gun's like almost up my flipping nostril. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, do you mind here? Anyway, so he's leaning over me, and he's like printing out on he goes into the tacho, and I saw him go into the thing, and there's an overspeed thing where you can print out the overspeeds, right? And he went into the print out menu and then printed out the overspeeds, right? And I'm looking at, there's about 4 overspeeds. And I'm thinking, oh God, here we go. And he says, oh, how long have you been in Italy? And I said, like 3 days. I said, I got here Friday. Obviously it's now Monday. I said, I got here Friday. So then he's going back, right? He's going back days. Like he's printing out yesterday. He's printing out the day before. He's printing out Friday. Like obviously to see if he can tally up these overspeeds. Like that's what he's trying to do, is tally up the overspeeds to like where I was when I was overspeeding. So he's got about 4 or 5 days of printouts, right, trying to match these overspeeds to being in Europe somewhere. And he said, you know what, he said, you're lucky. He said, like, here, overspeed. And I was like, yeah. I said, I know, like, you know. And he said you overspeed in UK. He said, we can't. He basically, like in broken English, he said, we can't do anything. He said, you overspeed in Europe, big problem. He said, in UK, it's like, we can't do anything. And I'm just like, honestly, right, I know it's been the bane of many problems, but on this occasion, I just want to say thank you, Brexit, because you've just saved me 644 euros. He said here, Italy, France, big problem, 644 euros. I thought, Jesus Christ, mate, I was only doing about flipping 93 on the overspeed, or one of them. I was probably doing 97 on another. But he said, here Here, big problem, 644 euros. He said, in UK, we can't do anything. I'm just like, oh my God, thank God for that. Thank God for that. Like, lucky, really, lucky. But then so he gets all the documents, and like I said, he's got everything. He's got my passport, he's got my driving license, he's got my CPC, my Irish CPC, my English CPC. He's got the trailer documents, truck documents, you name it, he's got it. And then he went over to his car, sat in the car. Oh, we had a look at the back of the trailer first as well, because he's looking at the CMR, and we write our CMRs out ourselves. We don't get printed out CMRs. So I'm writing it out myself, and I'm thinking he's going to find a problem with that. But he's looking show equipment, because that's what I write on the CMR when it says, like, you know, description of goods, show equipment. He's looking at that, and I said, you know, like, look in the back. So he goes to the back of the truck and he has a look in the trailer. Okay, and then he takes all the documents and he went and sat in his car, and he must have been in there 15 minutes. And I'm thinking, just excuse me while I interrupt myself for a minute. This is the new bridge. This is where the bridge came down. You can actually tell it's new as well. You can actually tell. See, before I would have come off at a couple of junctions back there and run down the town. But this is all newly built now. So anyway, yeah, sorry. So he goes back to his car, and he must have been sat in the car 15 minutes. I kid you not, he's sat in the car 15 minutes. Like I said, he's running a fine-tooth comb over everything. I'm thinking he's gonna find something. He's bound to find something. And so far, everything that he's looked at is fine. You know, there's nothing wrong with anything. But I'm thinking he's trying to find something. But do you know what? He didn't. And he beeps his horn. He didn't even get out of the car and bring my stuff back. He just beeped his horn, and then like waved his arm out the window as if to say, "Come here." So got out. Like, honestly, like the old time when he's in the truck. And I mean, he's walking around the truck in his boots as well, which is, like, to be honest with you, is the least of my worries. But he's walking all around here in his boots, you know, and like leaning over me with his flipping pistol up my nostril. And like the old time, I'm sat there in the driver's seat like a naughty school kid. So he beeped his horn and he put his arm out the window, and I'm thinking, what's the flipping fine going to be here? Like, what's the fine going to be, and what's it for? And he just gave me everything back, and he said bye. He said, okay, bye. I thought, oh, okay. Oh, oh my God, why? Why always me? Unbelievable, man. So, like I said, I knew that everything was legit. I knew it was, but it's just like, all right, he could have, if he really wanted to, picked up on the not beginning country in France thing, which he didn't. But he checked everything else, man, and like I said, he was very, very thorough, very thorough. But they missed the trick there, because I knew, I could tell they were looking for a way to get something out of me. I feel like I got away with one there. But I'm not gonna lie, it was squeaky bum a little bit, even though I know that I've done nothing wrong. There is always that, you know, what if they find something? So if you remember in my Madrid to Rome video, we came out this way because that bridge back there was closed, or obviously they hadn't built it yet. We actually came out of Genoa this way. Well, not this way, sorry, but the opposite way, like obviously the way that the oncoming traffic is going now. That's the way the diversion took us. Back out onto the motorway just back there, the way I've came in. So I'm looking for the port here now. Obviously this is coming into Genoa now, and I'm looking for the port. Guys, I'll tell you something, I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing here. Literally no idea. See, that's embarkation, and I'm not supposed to be going down there, I'm sure of it. I'm not, well, I know I'm not embarking, but I don't know where I'm supposed to be going. Ferries, that's all ferries. So I guess that, because all I can see is signs for Tunisia. Camion Point Colombo. Cruise terminals. It's got to be one of them, surely. Surely. Could end up in Tunisia at this rate. But I hope not. Oh, he's saying stop. He's okay. I see. Literally out of the corner of my eye, just caught a guy in that hut there on my right hand side waving his arm. I mean, not very clearly, obviously. It's not very obvious, is it? Gate number 3, apparently. Well, does that mean we're going down to the gates already, or? I'm hoping that's KB trip down there. I can see some blue trucks. I think they're ours. I hope so. Oh, I can finally see a sign for Palermo. Oh, what a joke, man. Honestly, what a joke this place is. Alright, I see you. Oh, nice view of Genoa though, look at that, that's beautiful. Oh, yes. Oh, I tell you, I wish I had the balls to fly the drone here. So we're just now about to board the boat out of Genoa, if you can call it a boat. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not happy as well because there's like 3 or 4 of them. There's 2 sailings, right? 3 or 4 of them went about 2 hours ago on a passenger ferry, a proper massive thing. It looks like a flipping cruise ship, and we've got this piece of junk freighter. Honestly, I'm not looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to this about as much as you look forward to going to the dentist. It looks flipping pathetic. It looks like we're reversing on as well. Do you know what? If that's the case, I'm probably not even going to record this because there's no point you sat there watching me shunting up there for 5 minutes. We're going to be packed in like sardines. There's going to be just as few drivers on the ferry, and there's going to be nothing, and I'm seriously not happy about it. we've just docked in Palermo. It's now I don't even know what day it is. I think it's Tuesday night. It's Tuesday night, 10:55 Italian time, 9:55 at home. I think it's safe to say, look at these lot, I can't believe this, they've all got off the boat before me. And they're all waiting for me to go in front because none of them want to lead the way out of town, by the looks of it. I think it's safe to say that was one of the worst 24 hours of my life. I feel like, well, 23 and a bit hours. I feel like I've just come off an episode of World's Toughest Prisons. Honestly, it was hell. I was going to say hell on earth, but it was hell on water. I've never been to prison, for the record, but I've seen prisons that look a lot more enticing. Let's just say that. Honestly, it was completely terrible, absolutely terrible. Nothing good to say about the place at all, or about the ferry at all. What an absolute joke. What an absolute joke. I'm not entirely sure where I'm going, to be honest with you. Kind of just feeling my way out of here at the minute. So we've got some parking on the beach. It's about 40 miles out of here, and I'm really concerned about my AdBlue. None of these places sell it on the pump. I think I said that when we was actually on mainland Italy. Nowhere sells it on the pump. It's so difficult to come by. A lot of these places, they're 24-hour. But like I said, they don't sell it on the pump, so you can only get it like in the canisters at the shop, but they're not 24 hours. They just have diesel on the pumps. I mean, this is just ridiculous. I've got like 13% now. I can't remember if I just said that or not. Sorry, I've just lost my head. Honestly, I'm absolutely brain fried after coming off that ferry. Completely brain fried. Honestly, it was shocking. Absolutely shocking. There was only 6 of us on there, 6 of us drivers. We all had to share, so there was 3 rooms, 2 in each room. The meal times were, your breakfast was 7:30 till 8, and by breakfast I mean some scrambled egg, badly made. Your lunchtime was 11:30 till 12. And it was what did we have for lunch? It was a lot nicer than it looked, actually. It was like some kind of soup, and dinner was, well, it was supposedly goulash, but I need to go. I think I need to go left around here somewhere. It's completely all over the road at the minute. It's the last place you need to be all over the road as well, with the way that these lot drive. That light's on green, look, and this looks like a bit of a. See, the filter light there is on green, saying turn left, but this is like a complete free for all here. That can't be right. I mean, you saw that for yourselves. The light was on green. Dinner was like some goulash kind of thing with what he said was noodles, which turned out to actually be flipping penny pasta. Again, it was nicer than it looked, but I mean, it just looked like slop. Honestly, it was terrible. We were confined to like a bedroom which resembled a prison cell, and the driver's mess room, which was just basically some settees, 2 or 3 settees. And in fact, you know what, I took some pictures. I can't remember if I've took them in landscape or portrait, but do you know what, I'll overlay the pictures now. over the video, so I don't get me wrong, right? I don't like to moan. I've been on lots of different ferries and different crossings and routes, but 23 hours on there, I mean, 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours, whatever, you don't mind too much, you know, but 23 hours on there is just hell, just complete hell. It really was. I don't like how low these trees are, that's why I'm kind of like straddling the centre line. I'm going to be honest with you, like, the cars are completely back behind me, they're just giving me all the room, which is way out of line with how the Italians normally drive. I think I'm actually, do you know what, I think I'm in a bus lane, no wonder. Oh my god, catching all the trees. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come out here. Yeah, brain frazzled, brain completely frazzled. To be honest, I just want to go and get parked up now, and I'm not even looking forward to that really. It's 30 degrees now. It's, like I said, it's 11 o'clock local Italian time, and it's 30 degrees. So I think if I just follow this road all the way out, straight up, it should take me to the Autostrada, aka motorway. I'm just really concerned about the AdBlue though. I'm gonna have to probably drop the trailer at some point tomorrow and go with the tractor unit and find some. Hi guys, so I'm going to end the video here. It's now Wednesday afternoon. We got here around about pretty much spot on midnight actually, I think. It's now like 4:15 Wednesday afternoon. It's absolutely baking. I'm just sat here with the engine running at the minute because it's like 35 degrees outside. We've got a really nice parking spot on the beach. I'll get out and I'll show you in a second. There will be a part 2 to this video. But it probably will be another 3 or 4 weeks because we're actually down here on site for like 3 weeks, so we don't leave here until early August. So by the time I get back to the UK, it's like the 14th of August, I think. I mentioned that earlier in the video. So yeah, I will do another part. Kind of glad to be back. I've really enjoyed making this video, and I think something that I need to do going forward is keep on top of videos, as in edit them while, you know, shortly after I've taken them, rather than let the footage sit and marinate for a little bit, because then, you know, I just kind of lose, that's when I lose the will to kind of do it. And I've actually, like I said, I've really enjoyed making this one, so looking forward to part 2. We are going to head around to the venue tomorrow. I think we'll start loading Friday. Unfortunately, I can't show you where we're going. It's a little bit of a confidential kind of thing. So like I said, I'll end it here. Just show you exactly where we are. So got my swim shorts hung up underneath the lorry drying out, because we went for a dip in the sea earlier. I think everybody's got their engine running, to be honest. Like I said, it's absolutely baking out here. But again, look at this, look. Why would you ruin such a nice spot like this, look? Anyway, right by the sea. Very nice, very nice. Nice day off. I can think of worse places to have a day off, can't you? Like a slip road in the services by Savona somewhere, I guess. So yeah, that's going to do us for now. Oh, flip-flops come off. I think I need some new ones. So yeah, as always guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully see you in the next one.